Hi. Hello. What? Welcome back to my channel, and if you've never been here before, subscribe. My content is stellar in the sense that it should be hurled into space. Today we're going to be talking about a few quality folks here on the old interwebs. Much as I wanted to follow all of the David Dobrik drama, along with all of the Vlog Squad drama, I don't feel weird even calling it drama. I mean, there's a lot of very heavy allegations going along with this, but I didn't feel like I could present it to you in any way that you haven't already been presented with it. Because it feels really inappropriate to kind of crack jokes about, you know, women being essayed and R-worded, to put it in a advertiser-friendly way. I didn't feel like I had anything to offer in the way of commentary there, so I didn't really want to waste your time. Aren't I sweet? I'm not. I'm a complete asshole. I did make a video reacting to David Dobrik's first apology video, where he sort of just acknowledged that things were messed up in a really incredibly also hugely vague and unsatisfying way. If you are unaware of what's going on with David Dobrik and the Vlog Squad, and it's bad. So I made a video basically watching and reacting to David Dobrik's first apology video because it was, well, garbage. However, since that video, David Dobrik has made another apology video after he was informed that it was, well, garbage. However, the second apology video was also garbage. Usually the first apology video is the one with all the waterworks, and like that's why you come in with the second video, to sort of mitigate that like overdramatic, this is about me kind of thing. And I think he did it backwards. He definitely rustled up some tears and some jump cuts, but we're not here to roast that video. It roasts itself. Some very interesting things have been sort of coming to light since David's first apology video, and just since David's sort of been the hot topic of the internet right now.
What do you mean by that, Sajak?
Google it, idiot. Our good buddy, Jimmy Chuck, James Charles. Just recently, old Jimmy Chuck was under fire for sending lewd photos to a minor for the, you know what, the fact that it's been more than once, it doesn't really matter what number I made up. It's all inappropriate. He's just kind of been like going on like nothing's wrong because no one's holding him accountable. We've just sort of stopped talking about James Charles altogether, which is my ultimate fantasy. But right now I think we do need to be continuing to talk about him. He's now opened up a text line, so now your 14-year-old can text him at any point, making him more accessible to young fans. Great idea. Lil Nas X dropped his song and music video, which was called Montero, Call Me By Your Name. The video it's all outstanding. I love Lil Nas X. I think he is everything right with the music industry. So he dropped all of that, and then he tweeted the following: Dear 14-year-old Montero, I wrote a song with our name in it. It's about a guy I met last summer. I know we promised to never come out publicly. I know we promised to never be that type of gay person. I know we promised to die with a secret, but this will open doors for many other queer people to simply exist. You see, this is very scary for me. People will be angry. They will say I'm pushing an agenda, but the truth is I am. The agenda to make people stay the fuck out of other people's lives and stop dictating who they should be. Sending you love from the future. Love that. That's amazing. But what's even more amazing, under that tweet, James Charles, good old Jimmy Chuck, replies, proud of you, smiley face with hearts around it. Underneath it, someone replies, James saw 14 years old and immediately got interested. And I tell you, I have never laughed that hard in my life. I probably have, but that was fucking funny. Everyone roasting him for being a pedophile is the closest we can get right now to people talking about it, because everybody stopped talking about the fact that James Charles was sending lewd photos to minors. And I know he says it was an accident, but how many times can you really accidentally send lewd photos to minors? Like, you have access to every, not only just regular dating apps, you can get Raya, you can go out in public because clearly you don't care enough about a pandemic to stay home. So throw on your fucking bald cap, go do the whatever, sing Miley Cyrus out in front of the paparazzi and like meet yourself a person of age. I will say there have been some good small steps forward. James Charles is not returning to the show that he was hosting prior called Instant Influencer. The show will be back for a season 2, but James Charles will not. In other creepy guy news, Shane Dawson made a post on his community tab on his second channel, or third channel I guess it would be, what was his beauty channel, Shane Glosson, and it says the following. Sorry I haven't been online in a while. No one cares. We're not sorry. You need more time. I don't even need to read the rest of this. That's the moral of the story. Go away. Just been taking time for my mental health. Really, because I think you should have been taking time to atone for all the dumb shit you've done and perhaps come up with some kind of, I don't know, actual apology where you acknowledge all of the things that you've done. It's not about your mental health. It's about everyone else's mental health. But I've been getting creative in editing again. Oh, yay! We were all so worried. I know I wasn't sleeping well at night because I was worried if Shane Dawson was like getting his creative juices back. It's been really fun, smiley face. Super. Check out Ryland's new video that I edited. No, thank you. I've had enough of Ryland for 2021. Don't tray me. I'm really proud of it. Smiley face, link. The audacity of men. I don't want to be one of those people.
Men are the worst.
But like the audacity of men, honestly. The things that Shane Dawson has put forward versus like, you know, what past creators who have had their careers ruined or at least like put on a very long hiatus. And he just feels like he can just walk back in and make slime and call it a fucking day. And it's like, no, people are not going to forget. These are not things that are going to be forgotten, especially after what just happened with Trisha Paytas, like a month or two ago. How long was that? 3 years ago? I don't know. What is time anymore? I'm sorry I haven't been here. I've been working on my mental health. Like,
What?
the fuck is wrong with you? You've been working on your mental health, and that's not what this break is supposed to be about. This break, this silence, this quiet is supposed to be atonement. You taking a step back and shutting the fuck up, and maybe listening to people who have something to say about the things that you've done. Maybe sitting down with people who you've hurt and offended and talking to them, and not Shane Dawson is the hero, this is my documentary, this is my story kind of shit, but like actually really sitting down and having fruitful, productive conversations with people that you've actually actively hurt. Maybe we can get a third series out of Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, and it can be about pretending their problems away. The fact that that is on his like makeup channel that he doesn't use is the biggest tell of all, because he's just like inching his way in, putting his toe in the water just to see if anything would bite. And bitch, this is the internet. Who do you think you're fooling? Tana Mongeau. I haven't made a Tana Mongeau video in a really long time, and I hope to not have to make one soon. I don't have the brain power to store the idiocy of Tana Mongeau, and I don't really like to get on here and like roast people and call them dumb or like name call or be petty and a bitch like that. But there is just something about Tana Mongeau that makes me want to scream. She has the potential to be a really smart, informed, well-adjusted, well-functioning person. And she clings to what made her famous, She clings to the idea of being a slut. And that's her wording, not my wording. Like, I have no problem personally with like sex work or OnlyFans or any of that. As long as you're being safe, as long as you're taking care of yourself and you're not putting yourself in any sort of dangerous situation, which I know is hard to avoid in sex work, but you know, I don't have an issue with that. What I have an issue with is she's riding this wave of I'm a slut and I'm you know, oh god, I'm such a whore. And she rides it like the way a, you know, a college freshman would ride half of a fraternity. And why am I talking about this? Great question, you. Logan Paul made a statement about, basically just a long statement about accountability in general and how taking accountability is important. And it was a really nice, like, mature, well thought out sort of statement. One of my favorite people on YouTube and on Twitter, I hope I'm saying her name right, Tanesha, I believe is how it's said. I love her. Her Twitter tongue is sharp and I live for it. She is fantastic. I recommend you follow her. I will leave her Twitter and her YouTube channel below. If you don't know her, please go follow her and subscribe to her. She's incredible. She quote tweeted Logan Paul's tweet with that statement in it, and she said, "Not gonna lie, I like the changes I've seen in Logan Paul. It's still fuck Jake and Tana though." And I agree with that. Especially fucking Biff from Back to the Future and Janice from the Muppets. And Tana really thought she did something because she quote tweeted Tanisha's tweet and said, "Open Logan Paul trending to this lovely tweet. How sweet." As if everybody was going to be offended for her. She missed the mark on that one because no one was offended for it. There were like maybe 3 Tana fans underneath that tweet who were like,
Oh, Tana, we love you. Like, don't worry about it.
you can't play the victim when you're the problem. Like, it doesn't work like that. Tana has spent this entire pandemic partying and being out, unmasked, not giving a fuck. Same as Jake Paul. They've both been doing this reckless bullshit. They have probably been responsible for an enormous amount of the spread of COVID in California and probably Miami. I must direct you to the fact that Tanisha is an ER nurse who is taking care of COVID patients. While Tana Mongeau's like,
Oh, defend me.
you don't get to be the victim on this. You just don't. You can't do the wrong thing and make the bad choice every time and then expect to be the victim. It doesn't work like that. Figure out a way to take the buzzword accountability and make it a real thing. Like sending people like Tony Lopez to jail and also probably James Charles at some point, and Dom needs to go there too, and you know, just maybe throw a book at Tana Mongeau, or you know, just put Shane Dawson just on his own Animal Crossing island and let him figure it out. I don't know. Something's gotta change. They need to stop. Just stop. I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please feel free to give it a like. If you didn't like this video, please feel free to give it a like or a dislike, or give me the finger. Throw your computer out the window. I don't care. Subscribe if you haven't already. I make videos whenever I feel like it. Turn on the notifications if you want me to annoy you every single time I make a video. I hope you have a day that is a day. And I'll see you in the next one. It's my ride.